Guys, this is nuts. Black Myth Wukong. Because of Black Myth Wukong, Steam has surpassed 37 million concurrent users for the first time ever, thanks again to Black Myth Wukong and the Chinese community, the Chinese gaming community. Let's get into it. I'm Blaze2K. Let's talk about the news. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Let's go and talk about it. This video was brought to you by you guys. Consider clicking join down below and joining this wonderful list of amazing people who help support the channel. If you can't or you don't want to, that's okay. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. But we're racing. We're trying to get more members, more legends on this list. Can I see your name on that list tomorrow? Will I see it? Will that name be on the list tomorrow in tomorrow's videos? Come on, click join, become a member for some really cool perks and some cool future events that we're going to be doing. Members movie night and members mukbangs, where you can see me eat obscene amounts of food, if that's your thing. It might be, you never know. Anyways, Steam surpasses 37 million concurrent users for the first time ever. Black Myth Wukong helped drive Steam to a concurrent user record this weekend. And if we take a look here at the Steam charts on SteamDB, there is literally 1 million players, 1,012,992 to be exact, okay? And a peak of 1.9 million in the last 24 hours, and an all-time peak of 2.4 million players playing the game at the same time. That is just absolutely nuts on Steam, for PC gaming especially. I think more people own this game on Steam than on PlayStation 5, but I think that's starting to change, because if you follow one of my later videos today, we'll talk about how the PS5 is actually selling out everywhere because of this game. It's literally a system seller at this point in certain countries. We'll talk about that in another video. Click the subscribe, click the bell icon. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So when you purchase okay, there we go. So Steam has surpassed 37 million concurrent users for the first time in its history. That's 37.2 million people connected to Valve's distribution platform at the same time. That is a lot of gamers. There's a lot of countries that don't have 37 million people, living in them at any one time, let alone connected to a video game service like Steam and having their gaming PCs open to play games. That is just absolutely nuts. The new record set on August 25th represents a sharp climb in concurrent users since the beginning of 2024, when the new year ushered in a new concurrent user record of nearly 33.7 million. The number of people actually in-game concurrently has seen a comparable pop, according to SteamDB, from 10.8 million when that January record was set to more than 12.5 million at the time of this newest record. Holy crap, there's a lot of people playing games. Steam is a very reliable number go up operation as a regular thing, but even so, this particular peak coming in the later days of summer is not exactly a time of peak gaming interest. I don't think it's interesting. The peak concurrent user count sailed past 36 million back in March, and that came also close to breaking 37 million in June, before sliding PC gamer. Who's writing your articles? Before sliding back down to mid 34 million peaks through most of July. It's always fun to speculate about the reasons behind Steam's concurrent user peaks. Sometimes it's the holiday season, sometimes it's crappy weather, to be honest, and sometimes it's the holiday. Sometimes it's a really big game, and in this case, it's Black Myth Wukong, right? But most of the credit for surpassing the big 3.7, I think, has to go to Black Myth Wukong, which launched on Steam on August 19th and quickly powered its way to the top of the charts, becoming the second most played Steam game of all time. And that's obviously beating things like Pal World and Counter-Strike 2, which is already crazy high on the most played Steam games list. The only thing bigger than that is basically PUBG Battlegrounds, a game that I used to play, funnily enough, on stream. So there we go. So those numbers are a clear reflection of the importance of China to Steam's future growth, and I have no doubt we'll be seeing more of it, driven by new Chinese blockbusters in the future. Is a new record of 40 million concurrent users possible by the end of 2024? At this point, I would not bet against it. So there we go. That's the news. Basically, Steam is on fire right now, and there's enough people on Steam playing this minute in time, the second in time, as we speak, as you watch this video, enough to conquer many a country. I propose we start a new country called Steamland, after my home country, Scotland. Steamland, a 37, potentially 40 million strong country. We'll move to Mars together. We'll start a colony on Mars. 40 million of us will go there, and then we'll call it Steam Mars. with lots of steam. I don't know. But anyways, that's a lot of players, and I'm happy for Black Myth Wukong. I think we're going to see a lot more games come out from China over the long term. Probably over the long term, and potentially it's going to ramp up over time, especially with the success of this. I'd imagine a lot of Western developers are sort of crapping themselves right now, thinking, oh no, we finally got some real competition from a country as big as China. Just imagine the population of China. If they continue to put out big AAA releases like this, maybe incorporate Western culture, copy things like Call of Duty, take it to the next level, it could be a big deal. I'm sure a lot of Western developers, a lot of publishers are thinking about that, and potentially thinking now about opening studios in China to get ahead of the rush. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let's talk about let's read some of the comments on Reddit that discuss this. So Ape Strong Together. Okay. I've encountered a lot of there must be a reference there that I'm not getting. Let's see. No, there's not. I don't know. I've encountered a lot of videos about the graphics and gameplay mechanics, but not one mentioning if the story is good. It's strange considering story is important in a single player game, right? Someone says, the story is almost completely incoherent. You're playing the game to fight a new boss every 5 minutes or so. I have Chinese colleagues, they're salivating over the story since the game launched. Heck, even before the game launched, they tell me multiple times that people not familiar with the legend might find some things a bit harder to follow, but overall they're super happy with it. I honestly keep seeing clips of people fighting against the legs of bosses and dealing 0.01% damage per hit, and it's a real turn off, to be honest. I think most people in the West don't know much about Journey to the West to begin with. The story is good, but as with all the games of this genre, it's very disjointed and up to you to piece together. The bare bones is different. Monkeys train in martial arts. Your monkey is destined to revive Wukong by collecting the relics to bring it back. I don't think it's yours specifically, because it's kind of clear others have tried and failed, but your journey takes you across Yao Gai that have stolen the relics, so you got to take them back. Everything else is stuff you find out as you go. I really love the story, but it's very hard to follow if you miss dialogue lines. Going between chapters doesn't fully explain why or how or why you're going there outside of the relic is here. The next relic is here. So there we go, guys. Basically, Black Myth Wukong is improving and building up PC gaming. I think it's good for all of us, especially those of us handheld gamers, because I'm sure there's a lot of you playing Black Myth Wukong on your Steam Deck, and from the reviews that I've seen, that you can now filter out. A lot of people are choosing to play Black Myth Wukong exclusively on their Steam Deck, which I think is fantastic. Another point in the Steam Deck, another notch on the Steam Deck's bed, per se. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you playing Black Myth Wukong? What do you think about Steam smashing the record for most concurrent players? Let's end it there, and I'll see you in the next video. Consider becoming a member. Click and join down below. I'd really appreciate it. Let me see if your name's going to be on that list tomorrow. If it isn't, I will be disappointed, but it's okay. I love you anyway. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye.